Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am teacher Jandy. What is your name?
My name is Do Kim. You can call me just Kim.
Kim. Just
Yeah.
Kim. Okay, nice to meet you, Kim. How are
Nice to meet
you
you too.
today? How are you
I'm
today?
doing. I'm doing great.
Wow. How was your day?
It's just a normal day for me.
Just a normal day. Nothing
Yeah.
surprising.
There is nothing special for me because I had to work hard today. So I just remember only thing that I worked hard hard.
Yes, that was great. I hope I would hear more from that. So, anyways, would you like are you ready for our class today?
Yeah, actually I'm ready.
Okay, great. So, how would you like to be corrected? Would you like to be corrected immediately
Yeah.
before the end of the class or through feedback box?
I would like to get your feedback directly,
Sorry, feedback.
immediately, directly.
Ah, okay, noted. So, would you like to have an article or a free talk for today?
And they prepared our article.
Wow.
Um, the topic is insects as food, advanced course.
Sorry, that
Can you
what's
hear
that
me?
again? Yes, I can.
Yeah, insects as food in advanced course.
Very sorry, that's not. I can't hear it clearly. Again, sorry for the title.
Insects as food.
Ah, insect as food. Wow. Okay, so
Maybe,
what did
you cannot hear me clearly now, right?
maybe because of the mic, can you put it like near? Yeah, like that. I think that's clearer.
Oh, it's weird because every
Yeah.
teacher can hear clearly, but without
Ah,
this hold the mic. Anyway, yeah.
okay.
Okay. I
Anyway,
try to speak loudly. Okay.
thank you very much. Okay, so what is about the article?
Actually, first I read this article at first, and then if you find some weird sound or bad pronunciation, then please explain it. Okay. But this article is very wrong.
I agree to you a bit. Or will I totally agree with you? I understand what you're saying. When I
Yeah,
read it
yeah.
also I was
Actually, I read it, this old article at first. Okay. A French cook is preparing food with something surprising. In fact, the European Union has recently approved some sort of insects as an acceptable food product. Insects provide many nutrients and are an environmentally friendly food. The food Laurent Pate prepares is not for those with little bravery. However, what he is preparing may point to the future of feeding a growing world population. Is there something that you want to correct?
I think that's perfect.
Oh, really?
Wonderful. I think so. For the name Laurent Vayet, I think it's understandable because I can even pronounce other names depending on you because it's just a name. But for American, of course, they pronounce it differently, like Laurent Vayet. But for the other words, I understand it well. Yeah,
Actually,
great.
it's the French name, so actually I don't know how to pronounce his name, but maybe
Yeah.
it's
Mm.
okay.
Oh yes, great.
Yeah, I continue. Yeah, one of his food is from prawn salad. with yellow mealworms. It includes insects on a bed of vegetables with grasshoppers covered in chocolate. A food usually meant for sweets. The restaurant is located in Paris, among others, with outdoor seating and plenty of sunlight. Is eaters who are ready to try something different approve of yet complex food. Keep going. Okay.
Yes, I can understand it. Though for includes, I think I forgot about how you pronounce it, but it's includes. Yeah,
Include.
includes and then yeah,
Yeah.
includes restaurants.
Restaurant.
Yes. I think for Koreans, honestly,
Hmm?
I am into Korean, into your culture and into your Hangul, and I've noticed that in your Hangul you have, for example, restaurants. Am I correct? And for English, that's quite different in English. So maybe I just heard restaurants, somehow restaurant, something like that. But you should pronounce it as restaurant, just restaurant for it to be more American pronounced. But I can understand it. It's just
Huh?
a recommendation. And
Uh-huh.
complex.
Complex.
Yes. Wow, you can easily imitate it. Anyway, next. Yeah, thank you. Good
Yeah, how
job.
about the restaurant?
Restaurant. Yeah, heard it clearly.
Yeah, yeah,
Great.
okay. Yeah. The Parisian cook talked about the perfect meal for first timer. He was preparing a pasta made with crushed mealworms, sweet potatoes, and young insects cooked on the stove. He said there are some really interesting flavors. Not many people could say they don't like that. So the European Food Safety Agency (EFSA) in January said the mealworm is acceptable for humans to eat. By May, EFSA approved each sale on the market. Oh, it's wrong.
Should I correct everything?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just fine.
Okay.
Anyway, actually,
Mhm.
how you pronounce it, sir, I can see that you are studying English. You are, right? I can
Yeah.
hear it from your
Oh, yeah.
pronunciation. I can hear it clearly. Though, of course, we should still practice the pronunciation. For us, since we're the same, we are Asians, I can understand how you pronounce it. Well, I think for
Mhm.
Americans, there would be the difference. So, was I still can hear wasu, like wasu. Yeah, so
Was,
you can say
yeah.
was, just was. Silent the u thing after was, so was
Mhm.
can, and then mealworm. I think I can hear mealworm if I'm not mistaken. Mealworm, so meal, so it's meal, food
Meal,
meal.
worm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mealworm. Perfect.
Mealworm. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, next.
Thank you for your correction. And I'll keep going. Okay. The agency of considering more than 12 other requests to approve other insect-based food. They include crickets and locusts, locusts, locusts. I don't know if this is
Yeah,
the
locusts.
word. Yeah. Insects that are usually found in pigs. Mealworms and insects more generally could provide a sustainable food source that produced lower greenhouse gases for the future.
Wow. Amazing. That was quite amazing. Okay, so
Okay,
for the word,
so yeah, yeah, okay.
okay, so for the words we have considering,
Mm-hmm.
considering, insect based. So try to lessening the last words. I don't know if I can do it in Hangul. Because from what I know in Hangul, you have like consonant and vowel. If I'm not mistaken. Like, for example, base two, base two. I can hear two, base two, something like that. So for it to be more American pronounced, so I can still understand it. It's still okay. Though that's just a
So
recommendation
what's
once
your
again.
the recommendation? How to yeah to pronounce this
Yeah,
space?
insect based, insect
Fish,
based.
fish, right?
Yeah,
Fish,
yeah, based.
insect based, insect
Yeah.
based.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. That's so fast. How can
Mm-hmm.
you do that? Anyway, locusts and then locusts and then fields
Field.
produces. Yeah, fields
Mm-hmm.
without okay. Listen on this. Fields. Fields. Fields.
Field,
Fields.
fields,
So the correct one is fields.
fields,
Yes, perfect. And produces. Produces.
produces,
Yes.
produces.
I think you can easily pronounce it anyway. Next.
Okay. Sohail Yari was eating with his two daughters. He approved of the food. He said, I feel like I'm in a traditional restaurant. He said only the idea behind what he ate was different. He continued to he continued to say, and honestly, the tastes are very similar to traditional food.
Everything is perfect. Just tastes. Tastes.
Taste, taste.
Yeah.
Okay,
So let's minimize or silent this like taste, but tastes. Tastes.
taste,
Yeah. Everything's
taste.
perfect. Everything was great. Yeah. Next.
Okay. Yari's young daughter also enjoyed the food. It's environmentally friendly and what's more, it's good. He yet grows his mealworms on site. He feeds them cooked grains and vegetables. While the mealworm may not look like something worth eating, it is in fact the larva of the darkling beetle. These beetles are rich in protein, fat, and other nutrients. The mealworm can be used in many different meals. It can be cooked whole and eaten, or it can be ground to help make foods like bread. Oh,
You're doing great. I can understand it well. So, same with the other words that I've mentioned. So, for example, feeds. I can hear feeds, feeds.
shut up,
Eat.
right? Uh, I have pronounced that yeah, very shortly, right?
Hmm. So, another word is isu. So, isu is is. Is is I understand why you pronounce it that way, isu, but it in American way we say is.
If,
Yeah.
if,
Mm-mm. Then rich, I can
rich,
still yeah, I can still hear rich, and then cooked.
cook.
Wow. Yes, that's right.
Okay, keep going.
Yes, that's right. Mm-mm. I'm not. I'm
Okay.
saying the truth. It's correct.
Stefan Maker is a health and food safety spokesman at the European Commission. He said, insects are nutritious. He also said that insects can help us change to more healthy and sustainable diet and food systems. There are two battles Bayet must win. He needs to win over public opinion and learn how to combine the taste of insects with the other foods. He said that he must find the right taste as well as the right food combination. He said that it's very interesting to do and any cook would tell you the any cook would tell you the same. That's
Yeah.
all. Oh, it's very long
Wow.
story. Yeah.
Because it's advanced. That's why it's very long. Anyway, you did great. And we have a last word within the last paragraph is nutritious. Nutritious.
Nutritious.
Yeah.
Nutritious. Mm,
Nutritious. Nutritious.
Insects are nutritious.
Yes, nutritious. Okay, wow. Good job. I think you just need to practice just a little bit about those, but I understand it well. Wow, great job. So let's continue with I would like to ask question from the article.
Yeah.
What did you
Whatever you
under
want. Yeah.
again?
Actually, I understand everything in this article. Yeah. It's
Mm,
very weird to the food for
yes.
me. Yeah, it made with some insects, just like mealworm. Uh, that's one thing. Yeah, right. We mealworm is larva of some beetles, right?
Mm-mm.
And especially in European country, yeah, they approved this food as your some acceptable food for people. It's weird.
It's weird, but I am curious about Korean. I know you have what do you call that? You
Bandegi,
about
right?
you have an insect as a food, right?
Yeah, bandegi. Yeah, the name
What is
is bandegi.
bondegi?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bondegi. I'm
hmm
curious about that. Can you tell me about that? Insect is
Actually, yeah, the bandegi is also just like yeah same as this mealworm, almost the same. But actually, I don't know. Yeah, the what is that exactly? But it's food. That food bonding is very familiar. Yeah, to us. Yeah, Korean. So maybe there are no any the fear of that food, but the mealworm is very not unfamiliar for me. So
yeah, it's for
I think it's weird. Yeah, for me.
I thought it's quite the same with the I forgot the name. I forgot the name.
Bondegi. Yeah, bondegi.
Bondegi.
Yeah, that's right.
Bondegi. Can you type it? Bondegi. So that wow. I heard about that and I think I've seen also in the Philippines
hmm
we have that as well, but I didn't try to buy. But I'm curious. Oh, wow, this is amazing. I know that in the Philippines we also have insects. We also some part of the Philippines also eat insects. I know because I heard and I also tried, I think, but maybe I was too young when I tried that. But not too much
Ah,
on worms. I'm not very
hmm
much familiar. Also, the same with you. This
hmm
quite is weird. But according to our article, it's healthy. According to this, it's healthy according to our spokesman in European Commission. How about you? What would you like to say about this? That insects can be eaten and it's healthy according to them.
Yeah,
What can you say about
actually,
that?
yeah, they can help to the earth because the there are no greenhouse gases if
Mm-mm.
we usually eat mealworm.
Right.
But I think the taste of this mealworm, I don't know exactly, but I think it's not good, maybe.
Me
So,
too. I agree. Not familiar with this.
and yeah, yeah, if there are some, yeah, though, if there are no food anymore, then maybe
Mm-mm.
I'll try this, yeah, insect food. But now, yeah, there are a lot of, yeah, the plenty food for us, for me. So, yeah, I don't want to try that, yeah, the insect food.
Me too. I think if we don't have food, I'll eat it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
that's
for
right.
now, yeah,
Yeah,
I also agree. But
yeah.
I'm really curious if how does bondegi taste?
One day taste is very good.
Oh, should I try it? Would you recommend me to try it?
Yeah, 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 that's right. Yeah, that's one way to eat that, yeah, fondue very easily. Yeah, you never, yeah,
Mm.
see their, yeah, the shape or, yeah, their appearance. Only one way to easily eat is to close your eyes.
Thank you, thank you,
When,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, when you eat
I
that,
will do
yeah.
that.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I actually have Korean friends. Yeah. And they don't actually recommend that. I mean, maybe they forgot, but they don't recommend that. And when I go to a Korean grocery store and I saw that, it's a worm? Silkworm? Is it silkworm? Wow.
Ah, shit,
Can
one.
I
Yeah,
eat
yeah, of course.
this? Can I eat this? I'm really curious. Like I want to buy it. Like I want to try, but
Uh-huh.
I can't hear. I don't hear anything from that. What does it taste? What is that about? Do you know more about that silkworm? Bundegi?
No, actually, I don't know exactly. Yeah, but yeah, the worm is maybe silkworm. Yeah, maybe
Mm.
you know, yeah, exactly. But the taste is, how to say that? How do I say that? It's very um, creamy.
Woo!
Yeah, sometimes. And
Uh,
uh, anyway, yeah, the taste is not bad. Yeah. If you close your eyes, then if you try it, yeah, that bandegi, then maybe you can feel some great taste.
so I
Have you
should go
ever
try.
visit, yeah, the here in Korea?
Mm-mm.
Oh, really?
Sorry, again, what's the question? Did I visit?
Have you ever visit here in Korea?
I wish. Not yet.
Uh-huh.
I
But
want,
yeah,
but I wish.
you have yeah, Korean friends, yeah, there in Philippines, right?
Yes. I have a Korean friend, but now she's in Korea. She's also a teacher there in Korea. I've been
Ah,
asking her, "So how was Korea? I would like to go there. After the pandemic, I should go there." Yes, you're welcome, she's saying. She
uh-huh,
tells
uh-huh,
me about that.
uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Actually, your the Korean friend is your student, right?
Sorry?
Actually, your Korea friend is your student, right?
No, no, she's not my student.
Really?
She's also when I was in university,
Uh-huh,
she's
yeah.
my classmate. And
Uh-huh.
then
Uh-huh.
after we graduate, she went
Korea
back
now.
to Korea, yeah, and
Uh-huh,
she
uh-huh.
teach there young
So,
kids. She teach young
uh-huh.
kids.
So actually, yeah, you keep on touch with her right now, right?
Yes, Kakao Talk.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Maybe you can learn Korean, yeah, from her. Just like
Yes,
번데기.
honestly, I'm learning Korean from her. Hey, what's bundegi? What's this? Or hey, what is I've heard, for example, I heard 감사합니다. What's 감사합니다? Ah, yeah, she would be explaining it to me.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah, the having a foreign friends is very good way to learn their language. I think so.
Yes, and culture. I love it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. So I think we have enough time. So I think I would give my comments. And anyway, before I give that, good job, really good job. I think you're good in communicating. You can communicate well. I think you can already communicate with a foreigner, with American as well. You can communicate. That's a good thing. And you just need few practices. Actually, there are people who are not much on pronunciation, but since it's a class, it's our class, of course, you need to study more or practice more on our pronunciation. The one thing that helps when we know how to pronounce it, for example, in American, because we have different accents. We have British, if you're watching Harry Potter, British, and for our class, of course, we are on to American accent.
Mm-hmm.
What's good about that is Americans understand us if we speak. But for Asians, I think they can understand some, but to some also, it's also good to have that standard English. But as far as I know and as far as I heard from our class today, you're great. And
Thank
I
you.
should not compare to other students, but I think you are more to like you can communicate, you have good in listening skills and communication. Good job for that. So for the, I think I will not repeat the words that I said a while ago. Those are just practices you can practice later on, like restaurants. So maybe um, on the words that since it's on the Korean pronunciation, I know, because I've been trying to learn Hangul. I hope I can learn. And I'm learning, but it's difficult also. I understand how difficult it is to learn a new language. I hope I can
Yeah.
learn Korean. I am learning, so I know or I heard why you have, for example, isu. You really have that in your Hangul. Isu, like that. So for that, for of course we need American pronunciation. Also, if our teachers check about that, other teachers would check. Still, we need to focus on that. So like
Okay. Okay.
is cooked, cooked, for example, or richu. Maybe you feel like you're pronouncing rich, but we can hear richu, so rich, something like that. And others, you communicate well.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Um,
you. Yeah. But there are a lot of
practicing.
correction to my
Sorry, am
pronunciation.
I
Oh, no,
too
no, no, no.
much?
That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. But the easy. Yeah.
Hmm.
He is. Yeah, how to say that? Yeah. He is. He is a student.
He
He
is a
is.
student.
Yeah. He is a student. Right?
Yeah, he is a student. Yes. I can understand
Easy.
how you yeah, is. So I can understand how you pronounce it. It's okay actually. But
Mm-hmm,
again, if you really want American standard, yeah,
mm-hmm,
we should practice on that. Practicing like this, talking, is a good
mm-hmm.
practice. And later on, you would be perfect pronouncing. So I think that we still have time. I
Oh,
think
no,
we
no,
still
no, no.
have time, right?
I think yeah, our time is already over, so you can go. And
I can
yeah,
go.
yeah, please write your correction again in my feedback box. Then and maybe I'll study more
Okay.
in
Sure.
order to follow your the correction
I
because
will
like
not put
easy.
everything. I will not put everything. You will be stressed. I will just put few, just few. You can
Okay,
do it already. Anyway, so thank
okay,
you very
okay, yeah,
much. Hope to see you again. Bye bye.
okay.
Have a great
Bye bye.
night. Good night.
You
잘가?
too. Bye
잘가?
bye.
Am I
잘
right?
가.
잘가?
안녕.
잘가. 네. 잘가. Got. Bye.